Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, I'm just worried how the Member of Parliament who accused Righathi Gachagua is going to handle Righathi Gachagua's case, especially after listening to what Righathi Gachagua has said during a presser. Honestly speaking, Righathi Gachagua has successfully convinced majority of Kenyans that he is very, very innocent. I want to take you to a particular scenario about this issue of shares. I know, based on the reaction I've seen online, most people have been saying that Righathi Gachagua, the only mistake he made is when he started talking about shares. So in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, Righathi has talked about shares.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kenya Kwanza agreement on shareholding. What crime has Righathi Gachagua committed to be impeached by saying what President William RUTO appended his signature to, with Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula, who will preside over my impeachment?
But this time round, you'll be shocked at the kind of defense he's mounting on this narrative of shares. So I was looking at the comments when Righathi was busy talking about the share document which was signed by Amason Jeffa Kingi, by RUTO, by Mudavadi, Alfred Mutua, Moses Kuria, and a host of other leaders. And then Righathi defended himself that he did not sign that document. And that document talked about shares, that these leaders who signed the document were going to share, the resources. They were going to share positions, region-wise. Like for the case of Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, the document said they had signed about projects which were supposed to be done on Western Kenya, counties in Western Kenya. That Amason Jeffa Kingi signed a document that was favoring the coastal region, especially Kilifi. Then Alfred Mutua signed a document that was going to favor the lower eastern. Then Moses Kuria signed a document that was going to favor him to get a position in government. So this is some of the things which Righathi Gachagua has highlighted. And honestly speaking, if this is what Righathi Gachagua is going to use for his defense, then rest assured, these people are in hot soup. I say hot soup because right now, the people of Western are being tasked with the responsibility to fight for what Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula signed in that document of shareholders. So before we get further on this, please take 1 second, go below there and like this video. It is so important if you like this video because that's the only way YouTube shares our content. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. One thing that you'll agree with me on, and this is my own take, but I believe you will agree with me, Righathi Gachagua is very smart. In fact, in Kenya Kwanza, Righathi appears to be the smartest. For the first 1 hour, I heard almost everything. And based on what Gachagua said, I think the move of the motion has a task, as a huge task. And he has to convince Kenyans, and he has to produce evidences. If what Righathi Gachagua said is true, then Mutesi, the Member of Parliament, has a lot of work to do. But first, I want to take you to a video where Righathi Gachagua is roping in the name of Musalia Mudavadi, roping in the name of Moses Wetangula as people who have been regarded as national leaders, yet the document they signed of shareholders was only meant to, to serve the interests of the people in Western. And according to Righathi Gachagua, he is saying that Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula have not been fighting for those shares which they signed against. So just take your time and watch this video.
Because I will not follow for them because I was not party to the Western agreement. The agreements were with regions. So when people say I'm dividing regions, I'm simply following the Kenya Kwanza agreement of the way it was debated. They went ahead and said, Article 22 of sharing agreement set out a list of priority projects which Kenya Kwanza would endeavor to fulfill in the ANC and Ford Kenya strongholds of Western Kenya between 2022 to 2027 on a priority basis. Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula signed a package for Western Kenya. I've never had anybody call them tribalists, but they signed an agreement demanding for Western Kenya. They demanded, and it was agreed it will be done. Completion of all incomplete or stored bitumen roads. Construction of an extra 1,000 kilometers of bitumen in Western Kenya. Revival and modernization of sugar factories in Western Kenya. Establishment of new industries identified in Article 22 of the agreement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kenya Kwanza agreement on shareholding. What crime has Righathi Gachagua committed to be impeached by saying what President William RUTO appended his signature to, with Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula, who will preside over my impeachment? What crime has this man committed? This is the Kenya Kwanza agreement on shareholding. What crime has Righathi Gachagua committed to be impeached by saying what President William Ruto appended his signature to, with Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula, who will preside over my impeachment? What crime has this man committed? The crime of this man is just being truthful, because people do not want these things to be known. That is a problem. People have a problem that I'm a truthful man. The people of Western Kenya has now known today what their leader signed with President William Ruto. It is upon them to demand their share as per this agreement. I did not sign this agreement. I already the people who signed. But because I was present and I'm a truthful man, I fight for the people of Western Kenya. Power sharing agreement between Kenya Kwanza and PAR of Amason Kingi. I want to give two examples.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, honestly speaking, Righathi Gachagua has successfully set up Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula against the Western people. What is going to happen going forward after people in Western counties have heard about what Righathi Gachagua has pronounced in that press brief? They will start to push Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula to also seek for these projects which they signed as part of the shares for Western Kenya. So how Righathi Gachagua has handled this issue of the narrative of shares, to me, I look at this as a very strategic move to try to counter the people who have been blaming Righathi Gachagua as a leader who is only tribalistic. So he has successfully exposed Musalia Mudavadi as a tribalistic leader and not a national leader. He has successfully exposed Wetangula as a tribalistic, or rather tribal leader, as opposed to a nationalistic leader. So Righathi Gachagua has smartly dealt with these people. You see, the truth of the matter is that Moses Wetangula pronounced his stand on this matter of Righathi Gachagua's impeachment. And from the utterances of Moses Wetangula, he was literally trying to say that he is waiting for that motion and is going to okay the motion and is going to make sure that Righathi Gachagua is kicked out. So if you listen to what Gladys Bosholei said in a previous meeting within Rift Valley, she also echoed the same. She told the people in Kalenjin that she would not allow William Ruto to be mistreated by Righathi Gachagua. She was very categorical that if a motion to impeach Righathi is brought on the floor, she's the first person who's going to make sure that it sails through. So that motion sailed through. The phase that is awaiting right now is a phase whereby Righathi has to mount his defense and be physically there in the parliament. So Righathi has confirmed that tomorrow, on the 8th October 2024, he's going to be available from 5 p.m., but it's only 2 hours. So he's really categorical that it's only going to be available for 2 hours. So I think the rest of the hours are going to be allocated for the legal team to deal with the questions which are going to be tabulated. Mind you, there is also the witnesses and the like. So Righathi will deal with this issue myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to raise my case. But what do you think about this statement coming from Righathi Gachagua saying that Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula are also tribalistic? If at all him defending the Mount Kenya shares makes him a tribal leader, then even Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula are tribal leaders. That is according to Righathi Gachagua, the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.